Okay. Good afternoon again. We'll try again. My battery's exhausted, and so here we are again. And I had started a video, in case you didn't watch the first part. I'm making chapatis. It's just a glorified name probably for a tortilla. It's an Indian name. And I haven't made them in years. And Tammy asked me about chapatis, and I said I'd do a video for her. And so I hope you're watching this again, Tammy. And I've been adding, I can add up to 3/4 of a cup of liquid, and I got quite a bit in before my battery's exhausted. But I evidently don't have enough because it's not working into a ball. This batter had the 2 tablespoons of butter in it and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. This batter, or it's not a batter, but this batch has a teaspoon of salt and no butter, and it's not working up as nice because of that lack of butter in it. That makes it work better. But if you're trying to avoid the animal products, that would be the thing to do it with this recipe, which I found in a traditional Indian cookbook. And this recipe was from the World of Breads, and it's probably out of print now. I've had it for, we lived in Placerville when I got it. That book is, I got it in about 1984, probably. No, what am I saying? That would be 1960, maybe 68. No, I got it before 1968. We hadn't been married maybe 10 years. What? 1954, 1974. Yeah, about, I don't know. Anyway, when our kids were little. I've had it a long time. Okay, now I might have got in a little too much. It said if you go over, just add a little more flour to it. And I'm just going to dust my board and do it that way, and then that will need some more in, because you have to knead it up and work with it. And it would be nicer if my hands were clean, and so I'm going to sort of scrape this stuff off and wash them, and then it will be easier to do. And I might even put a little more flour on the board. And if I don't run out of batteries again, I might even cook some. Okay, and what the flour is, Tammy had given me some whole wheat flour. I'm using that, and I'm using some acorn flour in it. This batch here has a little more acorn in it than the first batch I made, but I'm going to knead it, flour my board with a regular whole wheat flour. Okay. And this one said nothing about letting it rest. So, but I think I'll start cooking. Well, I could cook some of each and just see how they look and turn out. And they're definitely a different color. I'll show you this one. Whoops, I'm sorry. That one compared to this one. It's something, isn't it? The butter probably made that, and this has a little more acorn, which is a lighter flour anyway. But I think it's okay, and I want to do this just a little more. And what I'm going to do is I want to roll it out like a log, so I'll do that. And I want to roll it thin, long enough where I think I can get 12 portions off of it, because it's supposed to make 12 of these. So we'll just keep doing that. How long do you think that is?
Over a foot, probably.
I don't think it's a foot.
One.
Maybe, I don't know, but we'll see. Well, okay, let's see if I can get 12. We'll just sort of mark it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, let's go just a little more. Okay, now let's see if I can get 12. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. Okay, so that will be that. And I'll try to get some of this out of your way so you can see what I do. And I think I'll move the camera eventually. I'm going to warm up my pan, and it's a cast iron pan, and I'm going to turn on another burner. I'm going to turn it probably to start with sort of low, but I want to get that other burner on too. Okay, I think maybe I'll take this one and do the same thing. I'll roll it. And I might have to put flour on the board for that too. And I'm going to do one of each so you can see. And a chapati in India, it would be like their spoon. A third of the world eats with forks, that's us. A third of the world eats with fingers, and that's India. And a third of the world eats with what? It's in thirds. Spoons? I don't know. It's fingers, forks, and chopsticks. That's what it is. Yeah. And I would go for forks and fingers first. But anyway, in India, this would work like their spoon, where they would dip it into things and fill it up. Okay, they're both about where I want them. And since this dough set the longest, we're going to start out with it. And we're going to make it into a cake, like a tortilla. And I don't know if it would be better to roll it out, press it out, and how thin. I'm going to turn that down. Let's get my little light one. This is an antique rolling pin. I think it was your mother's. Does it look like your mom's? Well, probably the longest thing will take me to roll this thing out. But it's coming. I don't know how thin I'm to get it. Let's just say that might be it. I'm only going to do one of each, so okay, that's the one with the butter in it. And boy, now they're changing colors, they're looking more the same color, so it has to do with oxes. oxidation probably. Well, no, they're still different. I bet in India they don't roll them out, but it showed in the Indian cookbook. He was using a rolling, well, he was using it like that, not with the handles. And it is sticking, it needs a little more flour on the board, I can tell that. So I'm going to do that. Oh, this is sort of fun. Okay, this is going to make a bigger one than the butter one. Oh, and then you're supposed to spread them with butter. I've got homemade butter sitting here ready to do that. And I'll bet they could be thinner. Okay, I'm going to go for it. We're doing the butter one first. And I'm going to move the camera, and you can see if I burn them completely up. Okay, let's see. Okay, butter one comes in first. I'm going to heat my pan up. I melted my butter in here, so it does have a little bit of butter, but you don't need butter because it's sort of like baking it. And I don't think it's quite hot enough. I'd like to see if it's sizzled. Let me just drop some water in there. Sizzles. Okay, I'm putting it in. You know, I think in reality they should have been a lot bigger, but I'll show you. It's in the pan, and this is cooking in the pan and what it looks like. And believe it or not, when it gets done on this side, you're supposed to plop it over. This is why I turned on you just put it on the live flame. I'm going to try that. It's either going to be do it or a disaster. And if it's a disaster, then I'll go back and just do both sides in the pan. But I can see it bubbling up. I'm going to cook it a little more. I don't know if I turn on the light, is it going to make it worse for them to see? We'll see. Yeah, I think I could have done it a lot thinner. And it's getting brown on the edges, but I can't tell what it... You know, I may not have it. I'm going to flip it over just to see what it's like. And I don't know if you're going to be able to... Oops. Oh! I'll have it on the floor. Okay, there it goes. We'll see what happens. Well, maybe I don't have it up high enough because nothing seems to be happening. Now, I want... Whoa. I don't want that to smoke. Dang it. I think I'll clean it out. Ooh. No, you know, I was so afraid I'd get the thing on fire that I probably had the burner too low. I'm going to clean this out because that's smoking and I don't want even there. That should get all of that oil out. that might turn into trance fans. Okay, now let's see what I've got. Nope. I'm going to turn it up more. Do you want to taste one, hun?
Okay.
We'll put some stuff on it, but to start with, we'll just taste it. See what I have. You know what? I may not have the burner on. I think that's the trouble.
Have you had this problem?
Yes, I have. I've had this problem for a lot of years, honey. How many years have I been married to you?
Too many. Yeah.
Well, anyway, Tammy, that's the gist of it. Let's see, I'm not sure if you have if you don't have a gas stove, just just turn them over. Okay. I'm going to say, we've got it. I'm going to turn it down. Okay. Tom, do you want to try and see if this tastes like anything?
Yeah, sure.
Can you come get it so I don't have to walk over the camera? And I'm going to turn the camera, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to get this thinner. There you go, hun. See if it tastes like anything. Okay, this is the one without butter. And I'm going to try to get that thing bigger. I saw the picture in the Indian cookbook. It didn't look much bigger than this. This could look like a small tortilla, I think. Okay, we're going to turn you back. And now let's see if you can see this one. It'll be interesting to see if I have the camera anywhere near right. What's it taste like? Does it taste like a tortilla?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, could you imagine stuff on it like even a taco type thing, or beans, or?
That would be better, or help it.
It'd be better what?
If it had something on it.
Yeah, like if it was holding something. Well, I have stuff that we can do that with, but I just want to make them for now. Okay, and I'm going to bring, well, I don't know. I've got it turned up pretty high, but it got cooled off when I moved it. And what you're supposed to do is just keep cooking them, and I don't have them all ready to cook. And when I see that puff up, it's supposed to be able to puff up. But this one doesn't have the butter. The butter would make it puff up quicker. Nope. Okay. What I might have done with this, and I think it happened, no, it's going to do it. I'm going to turn that up. I'm not sure how the camera is turned. There. Okay. Now, I'm going to take this, put it over here on the, oh hey, I can just turn it over and put it on the same flame if they want it on a flame. Well, it's puffing up. Now, let's see. Oh, it's doing it. If that's the case. Yes. Okay. Pretty easy, huh? And it's definitely puffing. It said it would. Like a little pillow. Well, it's doing it. And see, it's got some burnt stuff on it, or the brown stuff. I gotta get another little plate. Anyway, that's it. And when I do the rest of these, I'm gonna roll them all out first. Oh, and you're supposed to get the butter, and you're supposed to, of course, Tam, you wouldn't be doing that, so this part you would be skipping. But to be authentic, they say, that makes a difference. And just coat them with a little bit of butter on each side. Okay, I'm going to show you what I have. But see, that looks like something that you would see on a tortilla. This is what it looks like on this side. And that's a chapati, an Indian flatbread type thing. And so with that, I'm going to say, I'll see you tomorrow. And this is Surviving the 80s.